Welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening your time. Thank you guys for your continued support. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't and turn on the bell for more video. If you're just passing by, thank you for joining us. So you're supporting us here. May the Lord support you in everything you lay your hands. Amen. This video you're about to watch is the interview with OLABODE George, and he gives reasons why Bola Ahmed Tinubu will never rule the country for 2023. Please watch.
Let me say it in very clear language, in English language. To me, it's an insult to the civilized people of this country, those who are committed to national development, that the likes of him, first of all, we must, whoever is going to come to take over the mantle of this country, I am of the opinion that the system of governance we are running now is completely ineffective. It is so militarized in its structure, in its nature, and we cannot be waiting for orders from one single person. Let the power be devolved to all the states so that in each area, people, because as you go from one state to the other, the culture is different, the attitude is different, the resources are different. So it is the aggregation of all these states that will make this mighty nation. But to sit down in one place with somebody backing others like a military organization, it is not working. So for this man, this clown, saying he wants to be president, you should ask him, what did he do where he governed before? He has appropriated, we've been shouting about it, and I'm still saying it now publicly, that the EFCC should go urgently, to go and investigate the Alpha Beta company owned by him. They haven't paid any taxes since he started. I am reliably told that they garnered almost 30-something billion in 1 year, last year, from the treasury of this country. If that money is available, would they not have used the money to alleviate the sufferings, to give succor to the people, to millions of those people at the bottom of the base? Individually, one person took 34.7 billion by his company. Which tax did he pay? And we've been talking that EFCC should go. Even the former managing director wrote a petition. Up till now, I'm challenging the young man that is there now for the posterity of this nation, because he's no longer too young. At 40, he's no longer young. There were former heads of state that became heads of state at 31 or 32. Papa Olowo was 33 when he took over as premier, and Baba Obasanjo too was head of state when he was 39. So at 40, I believe your life really starts. They can be the turning point. Let him be bold enough and save his own generation. We must make sure that they investigate him. He is junketing all over the place. It's an insult to the civilized minds, those who have worked so hard in this country. And look at the joke. Suddenly, Lagos state government is now saying they're setting up a law. Nobody should go to EFCC. They should be the judge, the jury in their own case. What a mess. What a nonsense. Please, this nation must survive. If by whatever yardstick it becomes the head of state, I will cease to be a Nigerian. And I'm not joking. How?
About Sheikh Gumi, I talked about. You talked about a moral compass, and a religious leader. Have been talking to some of these bandits and negotiating with them, and ransom still being paid anyway.
Yeah, the Dr. Gumi, Sheikh Gumi, yeah. What he was saying, and I like people to be honest. You know what he said? I listened to it. He said he championed the fight against Jonathan during his period and was calling that Jonathan must resign because so much blood has been spilled. He said it openly. He said, so what for now? If he did that to Jonathan, and he's asking his own brother, that's the way he said it, that he's asking his own brother that he must change his system. Otherwise, he will lead a protest down that he himself, because more blood has been spilled now than Jonathan's period. So he's going to ask him that he must also resign in a double fashion. You know, he was talking to his people in his teaching. And I looked at it and I said, ooh, well, if he was that bold, which was true, he said it at that time, why can't he say it now? Because the situation has not gotten better. But all those jokers, like the Minister of Information speaking from both sides of his mouth and lying all the way, and the additionals of this world and the other gentleman there covering up, let's tell the truth. Say it the way it is. Like we say in my palace, Beba Sowaku, Bo Sowaku. Why don't you say it? If you say it, you die. If you don't say it, you die. Why don't you say it and let the devil be ashamed? You know, there's a popular saying, if you fool me for the first time, shame on you. But if I'm so stupid that you fool me the second time, then shame on me. Nigeria has grown. This nation has produced all parts of the country. I see the young minds, all these young people from all over this country, the north, the south, the east, and all that. They need a future. We need to translate and transform our Nigerian country to a nation. We are just existing as a country and not a nation. And it's going to affect the future of our people. Please, let's do what is just, what is fair, what is right, for the sake of these young generations that are coming.
I mean, these are tough times in Nigeria. I would like to repeat the point we both agreed upon earlier, that military rule is an aberration. Yeah. And as a company, Arise News,
absolutely,
our policy is that there is no role for the military in democratic governance. So I'm just restating that for the benefit of those who could twist the statements. Now, let me go back to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Chief, I hope you are aware that on the basis of some of the things you said, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu could take you to task. You called him a clown. You said he has to account for some money. But these are allegations.
You bet.
Yes. Well, I hope he doesn't sue you for defamation. Those are your words, not ours, in this station here. But very quickly, the bone of contention. Let us
go to court.
Well, okay.
Now, let us go to court so that we both will be talking under oath. I am saying these allegations, we have documents. EFCC has been investigating. The former managing director of Alpha Beta himself stated, black and white, how they have been siphoning the money of the Lagos State Treasury. And you're saying, let him take me to court. We will go there, I will say my own, and the papers will be there, let him defend it. First of all, we want the original certificates of the university he claims he attended. And exactly what is his own real name. Look, you want to get a clown to be your head? What you will breed will be a pool of clowns. We need people. And there are people in this country.
Chief, I was going to ask you, one.
I am ready. If you want to take me, let me take you to court. We will fight that.
Well, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will insist, and his supporters will also insist, that it doesn't matter. That he has a right as an individual to seek to become president of Nigeria. It's for the people of Nigeria to decide. But the major bone of contention, I guess, between the two of you has to do with Lagos state politics. Now, as you claim, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been in charge since 1999, either directly or by proxy. Why is it that the PDP, under your leadership in Lagos State, has not been able to displace either the AC, the ACN, the APC in Lagos State? And some people argue that it's because you always insist on the man that will run as governor. And that has been a major handicap for the PDP in Lagos. In 2023, is it again Mr. Agbaje, Jimmy Agbaje that is going to run? And then the Lagosians will just say, okay, this man again. Don't they have people in that party?
Yeah. Let me try and disabuse your mind and at the same time tell the truth. What you have said is a cacophony of some jokers in the beer parlor. I'm sorry, Dr. Abati. It's a cacophony of jokers in the beer parlor. Who told you that I was the one who always nominated the governor? In our party, no individual has a right to handpick because it's not your private business. There is no time there had never been a primary in our party. The accusation you levying against me is exactly what they do with the emperor there. Bola Tinubu is an emperor. God bless you if you are not part of his own line. You know, that's what Trump is trying to do with the Republican Party now in the United States. And I wish him the best of luck. Here, you I want to call any of me and any of them and him for a debate. Even at 3 a.m. in the morning in the burial ground, I will be there to say that I, OLABODE George, had been handpicking people. You know what is wrong with us? The process of the INEC is archaic. It's unacceptable. It is as old as the centuries. And so it gives room for manipulation, figures. From your polling unit, the results are hand carried. From there, from your polling unit to the collation center. Even from the results from Lagos State, it is also hand carried by somebody to Abuja. Isn't that a joke? We're in the 21st century. When even kids now in primary school, they know what to do with their iPad. They know what to do with social, whatever they call it. The internet is there. We have been asking government for us to be serious that no intervention, no human intervention, even from across the waters in the riverine areas. You know, people come by boat carrying the result physically. Isn't it a joke? Where is that giant of Africa? Computer is available. The software is readily available. We have a lot of brilliant young people in Nigeria who can write programs for us and bring out a super program for us to run our election. We are still asking, where is the e-voting? You know, they tried. One, if you go to your polling something, you bring out your PVC card. That PVC card, you strike it against a small gadget, it identifies you. Isn't that the same modern technology? So what is wrong in you pressing the button for the party that you want and it's automatically registered in any location you want it? Even if you want to store it, you can store it in the clouds. That result. So he's sitting here clowning, manipulating this result. You know what happened in the last election? Where have you ever had anywhere in the world where you have a bullion van on the day of election? Were they carrying food for him to his house? Bullion van. He was not arrested. He was not cocooned. He was not containerized and be taken to the cooler. Please, No, these are not things that he had done in the dark, openly. So why are you saying, but the judge is this and all that? It is absolute nonsense that they run as election. I have seen it. We have watched it. And we have been crying for this nation to move forward, for credible, responsible, respectable, fair-minded people to represent their people. Let that process be modernized.